Have you ever felt like you're your own worst critic? That inner voice that seems to know just how to hit you where it hurts. What if you could quieten that voice and replace it with one that lifts you up instead of dragging you down? We're going to explore exactly how to do that because let's face it, we all slip up, but it's how we respond to those moments that can make all the difference. Hi, I'm Dr. Stan Steindl, and welcome back to Compassion in a T-shirt, where we explore the science and practice of compassion and how it can transform lives. Let's talk about something we all experience: slipping up. Have you ever set a goal, promised yourself something, and then fallen short? Maybe you missed a workout, said something you regret, or broke a commitment. When that happens, how do you treat yourself? Are you kind and supportive, encouraging? Does the critical voice in your head swoop in with judgment and blame? If you're anything like the rest of us, it's probably the critical voice. But what if I told you there's another way? What if you could bring your compassionate self alongside you as you navigate your goals and the inevitable bumps along the way? Today, we're diving into how to cultivate a compassionate approach to yourself when you slip up. Just consider, what would it feel like to meet yourself with compassion rather than criticism? The compassionate self is a part of us that embodies wisdom, strength, and a deep commitment to our own well-being. It's not about being indulgent or letting yourself off the hook. Instead, it's about approaching setbacks with understanding, curiosity, friendliness, and courage. But how do we access this compassionate self when the critical self is so loud? It starts with the body. Compassion-focused therapy teaches us that our body's posture, facial expression, breathing, and voice tone all play a crucial role in how we relate to ourselves with compassion. Here's a quick practice to prepare the body and activate your compassionate self. We start with the posture. Sit upright but relaxed. Imagine a string gently pulling you up from the crown of your head while your shoulders soften, opening up the chest. Next, we bring our attention to our facial expression. Let your facial expression be warm and friendly. You might even bring a slight smile to your lips. Not forced, just a gentle, friendly face. And then we start to slow your breath. Try a count of 4 to 5 seconds in and 4 to 5 seconds out. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body and mind to settle. And finally, how are you speaking with yourself, and how does your self-talk sound? Think about how you might speak to a dear friend. Make your inner voice soft, calm, and encouraging. It might seem like a small thing, but the tone of your inner voice really matters. By creating these physical conditions, we set the stage for compassion to flourish. But the critical self can be sneaky. It often disguises itself as a motivator, saying things like, "You should have done better," or "What's wrong with you?" While these messages might feel like they're pushing us towards improvement, they often have the opposite effect, leading to anxiety, self-consciousness, depression, and procrastination. Next time you catch your critical self in action, pause and take a step back. Ask yourself, does my critical self have my best interests at heart? Is this voice helping or hindering me? And what would my compassionate self say instead? For example, if you missed a deadline, the critical self might say, "You're so lazy. You always mess things up." Your compassionate self, on the other hand, might say, "I see you're feeling disappointed. Deadlines can be tough, and you're juggling a lot. Let's figure out a plan for next time." Notice the difference? The compassionate self validates your experience, reassures you, and encourages helpful action. Let's explore some more examples of how this shift from self-criticism to self-compassion when we slip up or make a mistake might look in real life. You miss a workout. Despite your goals to exercise regularly, your critical self speaks up. "You're so undisciplined. What's the point of even trying?" And then your compassionate self might step in to help. "It's okay. You've missed today, but you're still committed to your health. How about a gentle stretch now or planning tomorrow's session?" You say a harsh word to a friend and immediately regret it. Your critical self doesn't hold back. You're such a terrible friend for saying that. But your compassionate self understands that it's more complicated and hopeful than that. You're feeling regret, and that's a sign you care. Perhaps you can find a way to apologize and repair things. You break an important commitment, a commitment you made to yourself, and the critical self knows just the buttons to push. Typical. You never stick to anything. And here's where the compassionate self steps in, with wisdom, strength, and helpfulness. Commitments are hard and progress isn't linear. Let's celebrate what you've done so far and adjust the plan. In each case, the compassionate self focuses on understanding, encouragement, and forward momentum, and taking helpful action. So compassion isn't just a feeling, or even simply nice words. It's a way of being. It involves action. When we slip up, taking even small, helpful steps can be transformative. Here's how. Use your actions to demonstrate care for yourself. This might mean getting some fresh air, journaling, or reaching out to a friend. You might also try acting as if you are your ideal compassionate self. This isn't about faking it. The intention to be compassionate towards yourself is genuine. It's a powerful way to step into the role of your most compassionate version, and over time it becomes more normal, automatic, and fully embodied. Recognize the small wins. Celebrate them, no matter how minor they might seem. Imagine seeing a friend achieve something small yet meaningful. You'd likely feel delight and joy for them. That same kind of appreciative joy can be directed inward, allowing you to appreciate your own little wins. Tap into a sense of accomplishment that feels genuine and grounded. Pride can sometimes have a bad reputation, but here we're not talking about hubristic pride that is boastful and inflated. Instead, this is about authentic pride, focusing on specific achievements, the strengths and qualities and efforts that got us there, and the quiet sense of accomplishment and confidence that can flow from that. Remember, every compassionate action builds momentum. Over time, these small steps lead to big changes. Okay, so let's wrap up with some actionable steps you can take to be compassionate towards yourself when you slip up. When you notice self-criticism, take a pause. Bring your attention to your breath and use it to ground yourself in the moment. Tune into your body. Check your body posture, facial expression, breathing, and voice tone. Make adjustments to embody your compassionate self. See if you can reframe the inner dialogue. Replace harsh criticism with kind, supportive, encouraging words. Be mindful of maintaining a supportive, encouraging tone. Begin taking small steps in a compassionate direction. Identify one small compassionate action you can take to move forward. And when you get a chance, reflect and celebrate. At the end of each day, name one thing you're proud of. It could be something you did or achieved, the efforts that you put in, or simply how you showed up for yourself. When you slip up, and you will, because we all do, remember that compassion is your greatest ally. It doesn't let you off the hook. It helps you get back on track with strength, courage, kindness, and care. So next time you falter, pause, breathe, and invite your compassionate self to join the conversation. Thanks for watching Compassion in a T-shirt. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. See you next time.